purpose of this module is to show you how to install and configure the development environment from scratch. With blockchain development, it's hard to find a setup that really works, so I want to make sure that you don't have to research this yourself in order to get started. During this module, we will install Chrome. This will be our default browser. Visual Studio Code is a free and easy to use version of Visual Studio that is excellent for blockchain development. We will install two different package managers that will make it easy for us to get the components and tools we need. The first being Node.js Package Manager, or NPM for short. The second is Chocolate. Git is the source repository system that we will use together with NPM. Some of the tools we will be using will require us to build them, so we will need the Windows build tools as well. To test our development, we will use a local in-memory test server called TestRPC. Lastly, we will install Truffle. Truffle is a framework tool that we will spend quite a bit of time on during this course, and I'm sure you will really like it. I'm starting with a clean Windows 10 image that I've created on Azure. You can do this as well if you like, or you can follow the installation on any supported OS. So let me switch over to the fresh machine and we will get going with install and configuration. As mentioned, this is a fresh install on Windows 10. The only thing I've changed is the background. The first thing we want to do is to install Chrome. As normal, when downloading software, we get a security warning. There, it is installed, so let's go ahead and make it default. The next we will install is Visual Studio Code. This is done from code.visualstudio.com. And we will download the latest stable build. For this setup, we want to use the default settings for all the screens. There we go, we just unclick the Launch Visual Studio Code and click Finish. Next in line is NPM, the Node Package Manager. And again, we will download the latest version. And also with Node.js, we want to keep all the default settings. That was the first package manager. Now we go for the second one, which is Chocolate. We will have to install that by using PowerShell. And we get the PowerShell scripts from the chocolatery.org page. Just copy the line with the script from this page. You can now close Chrome and open up a PowerShell as administrator. I recommend that you add it to the taskbar since we will be using it quite often. To be able to run scripts, we must ensure that we don't have a too restrictive security policy. We will therefore change the execution policy to remote signed. This allows us to run the scripts we need. And we want to say yes to all. Now paste in the install script for Chocolate. To get software from the open source repository on GitHub, we will install the GitHub client, and we will do that by using the Chocolate install command. You should also note that this installs other useful tools as well, like the secure shell client that we will be using in this course. We get asked if we want to run the script and we answer yes. Now we will close and reopen PowerShell. This will ensure that everything is refreshed after installing. Remember to open as administrator. To avoid any issues with security, we are also going to turn off the feature in Git that requires all calls to be secure. Now we will use the npm to install the Node add-on build tool. Next, we do the same with the Windows build tools. In order to test our solutions, We will also install a local Ethereum test server called TestRPC. Don't worry if you're getting some warnings along the way. And the last thing we need to install with NPM is the Truffle toolset. That's it, you are now ready to start developing. To make it easy for you to find all the tools you need, here is a list of all the download locations we went to. And here is also all the PowerShell commands that we ran. Now, you should hurry to the next module in order to get started with your development.